Share with me, how can I help you?
So I think that I'm on a dilemma
Mm-hmm.
because I want to quit my actual job,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time I'm afraid of quitting.
Mm-hmm.
And lately I've applied to another schools. I want to work in some schools,
Mm-hmm.
and they called me to an interview of one of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it got the interview was great, but not great enough. I don't know. So
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of maybe a race of all these people applying, and so I'm afraid that I won't get this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not sure to quit or not.
Okay, so you're kind of trapped in, or have this confusion whether you quit or not quit your job, your actual job, right?
Yes.
And what would be the pros and cons of leaving this job?
Well, pros, I think it will give me more time to focus on the academic aspect because I still have to finish my thesis.
Okay.
So this will make me breathe and rest and concentrate on what I have to concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the cons is that I won't save money because also one of my goals is to save money for masters. So stop getting money will stop for the time, maybe delaying things.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe another con is that I don't know. I think that I'm in this kind of rhythm of being active all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I lose it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But you mentioned that you still want to have another job.
Yes.
So you eventually will not quit fully of your
Mhm.
job. You're just changing of
Yes.
job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you realize that you cannot keep on with this rhythm, like having your thesis, your
Mhm.
job, and that?
So I think it started as soon as the semester started also.
About how much time ago?
So this was the semester started in January,
Mhm.
but I think I realized it was too much in February,
Mm-hmm.
mid-February, and yes, I think I thought actually that I could do it as I've been doing the past 2 years, but this time I had classes, job, and thesis, so it
Mhm.
was too much for me.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you have any response of your body, any somatization about this
Yes, a
situation?
lot. I think
Okay.
I really don't express it with words, so I
Mhm.
keep it things for myself. So my body does it. So
Mhm.
I have had neck pains,
Okay.
stomach aches, headaches, and yeah, that's the principle. But
Mhm.
maybe it's something else. I don't know.
Okay, and these symptoms have appeared due to the fact that you feel this pressure, or maybe that you're not communicating this pressure. Because maybe you feel you could manage better this situation if you communicate with someone, maybe.
Maybe I think it will be helpful because when I do talk about my things,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I get another perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can work the best out of that situation. But I don't usually do that, so it doesn't happen often.
It's not like a really useful tool for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what are these perspective or others' perspective you mentioned that maybe make you have second thoughts about what you're doing?
About quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as I told you, I think it's about losing the rhythm of being active, but at the same time not getting this opportunity to keep saving money.
Okay.
Because one of my goals is to work for a time and then go to study masters.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I think that now is my time to invest in my education and to help my parents maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And you mentioned that now is the time to be or to focus on your academic
Yes.
life, right? Then what would be your next stage in life, or why is it that you are putting on hold this other life in order to fulfill now
Yes.
your academic life?
Yes, I think that's a really good description. First
Mhm.
do this and then that.
Uh-huh.
So yes, I applied to other jobs, but the thing is that if I start working on maybe a other school, by that time, maybe September, I will
This
be
year.
yeah this year. I will be free.
Mhm.
The thesis will be finished and everything will be like a check that kind of thing, and then concentrate on working for a time.
So you mentioned this check, right? It seems to me that you are like having these specific goals that you have to accomplish at maybe certain age, right? And
Yes.
for now, like I don't know, maybe you're in your mid-20s, you have to really finish your school, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And what would be the next step?
So the next step will be, like in the short term, save money.
Okay.
Maybe depends on the salary. Maybe a year or two, and then do the masters. And as a long term thing, I think it will be well, if I don't get in the rhythm of keep on studying, maybe PhD, maybe I don't know, or like go to and practice what I studied for, like really practice psychology and do it and perform it. So yes, those are my goals.
And why do you think that it has to be now? Why could it be like in 3 years, like putting on hold for a minute? Why does it make you think that no matter what, it has to do it, no matter how my health is going, no matter how the rhythm I'm going through? I mean, you're young. What's the hurry?
That's a good one. Well, I think it's because I have like pressure coming from my parents, especially my dad.
Okay.
He's like constantly asking me like, how are you going? Are you finishing? When are you graduating? My mom is also a bit, but not as much as my dad. So I think he's the one who has put the pressure on me since I remember. So academic thing for him is really important.
And for you?
Yes, also. I think it's important, but not to see it as like way too important to stress yourself out.
So it would be like if you have the option that you put on hold like this situation for like 1 year or two, maybe, like to be more relaxed and focus on. And what are the things that you have to accomplish, but not now? Because you mentioned like this is your time. But what is or what are you saving for to do these and other things in life? Maybe your romantic. I don't know if you're in a relationship
No,
or no.
I'm not.
Do you want to be a mom? Maybe get a family.
I think that it's a really long-term thing to accomplish because I do want to have a family, I do want to have kids, but
Not now.
not now. Yeah, like many years after. So, well, maybe another things that I could focus. Well, I really enjoy music.
Okay.
I have explored it not as much as I wanted to. Why not like maybe do this kind of things that I enjoy more like how do you say? Well, like hobbies.
But I'm wondering why you don't want to have kids now. I mean, maybe you don't have the financial needs to support. You don't have a husband or maybe a stable relationship. But why would not be the option for now?
Well, because I think I have established my life stages. So I first had to take the first step, and in this step, it's not included. Like considering right now, also I don't see it as an option because I want to get this achievements, as I told you before, like academic. I want to be a professional and have this title with myself, like to develop professionally.
But the thing for me is like you're constantly trying to develop your professional.
Yes.
Your professional side or maybe your academic side, but the cost of it maybe keeps you from like in the future having a relationship. I mean, maybe for men it's a little bit easier because we could have like kids at any time, but girls have this pressure of not being able to like have babies past 30 or whatever. But you could go to a master's or a PhD at any age.
Yes. Well, I think like things will flow itself. Maybe while I am doing the masters, I meet someone.
Okay.
So then things could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. maybe later. But I mean, it's not a pressure for me that I see it as a yes, I wanted to do that, but I will, like, I'm open to it. Like right now, I don't see it.
So you really consider the option.
Yes,
When it happens, but you have your priorities.
yes, exactly.
So you really want to like get this master's degree and maybe like a PhD and wherever, and if along the way you find someone that maybe shares your same goals, you could establish something, right?
Yes.
And have you talked with your dad about how you're feeling, like this really heavy pressure?
Well, I don't have like this opportunity really to talk to him because he works 21 days and comes back 21 days.
Okay.
So as I study here and go just in the weekends to my hometown,
Okay.
it's not that frequent that we see each other. But still, like, he gets to pressure me like by phone or something.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, yes, I'm doing it. Yeah, don't worry. But I mean, I think I haven't talked to him about this because he's also like way too busy and worried because of his job. He's really like demanding. So I don't want him to get this like extra worry. So like I try to do my best to tell him like everything's great with me.
And for your dad, what would be more important, his work or his family?
His family, yes, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
And why this thing would make you consider that he could like take some time to talk with you?
Well, I think he will be really open to. I think the one who's been like maybe not doing this is me. So yeah.
And why is that?
I don't know. I think as I told you, is this because I don't want him to give an extra worry.
But you mentioned his family
Yes.
is a priority.
Yes, I know.
So he would be like super open and super chill to, okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's have this conversation. But what are your concerns? Maybe you don't have a specific plan. Maybe you're scared of, I don't know, like
Maybe.
disappointing him.
Yes, I think that like the last part because I have achieved real well on school and high school, so I think I got my dad's expectations like kind of high. So right now I gotta keep them the same level, at least.
Why at least?
Because I think like that's the daughter he has.
So you have built
Yes.
like your personality and maybe you throughout, I don't know, probably his expectations. Are you really pushing to set up like really high bar and keep up with these expectations,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thanks for sharing with me this situation.
Thank you.
Good luck.